off balance.
The trouble with Jones is, although he's a neat boxer, he's not that elusive. He's not really giving Freitas any lateral movement. This guy is just pinning him against the ribs. It's another huge punch. How did he take that one, Jones, and not go down? It was a thunderbolt right hand. Getting the gloves up well, Jones. Maybe that minute he had to let his head clear has had some effect, but is it only a temporary respite?
Well, he really has to try and get through these early rounds and then see how Freitas is, how his stamina is. That doesn't get tested too often.
3 knockdowns already. Freitas down early, then Jones twice. Good right hand from Barry Jones. He's beginning to just get a bit of life back into the legs again. Can he find a way back into this contest? He has to be light on his feet. He has to stop Freitas loading up on him. Terrific atmosphere in this particular dome, the one in Yorkshire. Good left hook again from Jones. There was a very good left hook to the body. That was the one that did the damage. And he's hurt. He's wincing in pain. 7, 8. Oh, he really had to ask himself a lot of questions before getting to his feet, Jones, showing tremendous bravery. These punches are hurting, doubling him up. You can feel them from here, can't you, Glenn?
Yes, he can't take many more left hooks to the body like that. They really are hard, crunching punches. He's got to try and keep busy, but it's so hard when you're under pressure like this.
Chilling power. Has to get off those ropes, Jones. He just has to get away from there somehow. And he gets through another round. Touches gloves with Freitas in recognition of the quality that he's facing. And it is quality, believe me.
Yes, it is quality. I mean, he's just stalking Jones down, using that jab, getting him into range, and then unleashing these tremendous punches. And the left hook to the body, we'll see it here. A vicious punch, finds the gap, and it's thrown with speed and devastating power.
What do you think of the fact that Jones did no sparring for this fight? He says it's nothing to do with the brain scare he had, but just to save him wear and tear. But you've got to spar for this guy.
You've got to spar, Ian. There's fighters who haven't sparred a lot, and sometimes too much sparring is a bad thing because there's wear and tear. But you have to do some sparring. That's the only way you get your own timing. You get used to your opponent's timing, and you get used to punches. So it's a big mistake for him not sparring.
And watching all of this in Jones's corner is his own father, Dennis, who works on the pads with him. What must he be going through, seeing his son take these kind of shots? It's the 3rd round. He looks a frightening proposition, doesn't he, this Brazilian? And he's got the life back in his legs for the moment, Barry Jones. His one hope, really, I think, here is maybe to take Freitas into the later rounds, and if he is weak at the weight, maybe then he'll start to tire. That was a good left hand from Jones. He's getting a lot of encouragement from the travelling Welsh fans, and plenty of them have come up here to Doncaster to see this.
Yes, your point before, I think that's right. I think that's got to be his game plan. Try and hang in there, get through these early rounds, and then start building up the points and making Freitas work, take him in the later rounds where his stamina might tell because of losing the weight.
And if Jones could do it, and you wouldn't put a penny on it at this stage, it would be one of the greatest performances by a British boxer, well, in history, really, I think. Remember, he's only had one fight in the last 2 years. He's hurt by another right hand, down for the 4th time. Samuel Virouet looking closely into his eyes. He gets up at 8. Virouet takes a close look at him. Jones is okay. Well, as okay as you can be facing a guy like Freitas.
Well, he hadn't been there before, Jones, but he's making up for it in this fight. Freitas putting him down. every time he lands a big shot.
Just can't really get his boxing going, and that's what he's usually about. There's another right hand and another rib cruncher to the body, too, from Freitas. He's so big around the shoulders as well. You can see where the power comes from.
Well, he really has melted down from a weight heavier, you know, so he carries much more power.
And the weigh-in was 24 hours ago. What weight is he in there now?
Well, I would guarantee he's up near a stone heavier.
He's been so brave, Jones, really, just to suck all this up and stay in there this far. Did well to avoid the worst of those shots with good head movement on the ropes, Barry Jones. With a little hold-up just to dust off the gloves will be in Jones's favour. He needs every little break he can get. There's the bell. He's got through 3 rounds, and 19 of the 23 of Freitas' opponents haven't.
For everyone to take advantage of First E, the internet bank, there really was only one way we could create it. Which means our savings account offers one of the best rates around, with a current account just around the corner. Just click on firste.com. First E, the internet bank. We put your interest first.
Welcome back to the Doncaster Dome, and thunderous action here for the WBO Super Featherweight title, with knockdowns in every round so far, and Barry Jones, the Welshman, down 4 times, having put Freitas down in the opening seconds. Look at that punch.
Excellent right hand. He just timed it so beautiful. The left jab went out, just seen the gap over top of the shoulder and let it go. Beautiful punch.
Here's the 4th round. Barry Jones, the former electrician from Cardiff. He really could have gone with a couple of warm-up fights before getting in with a fellow like Acelino, Freitas, but I'm not sure you can warm up to face this quality. Not very effectively anyway.
It would have helped him to have some warm-ups, you know, and then not having sparring. I think, you know, that was a mistake, but he, you know, he's trying his best, but keeps running a big right hand from Freitas.
These really are punches to scramble the senses that Freitas is throwing all the time. Really digs his toes into the canvas to get the leverage.
The left hook to the body makes Jones back up once more.
He comes out quite fresh every round, Jones. It's a good right hand from him. He's had his moments in there, but they've been fleeting ones. The one good sign for him was that Freitas was really gulping for air, I noticed, between the rounds.
Yes, he was. Big gulps of air. And at times you'll see him during the round take a gulp.
Well, a lot of people thought Barry Jones wouldn't get this far against this dynamite hitter from Brazil. Little right hand. Oh, it's a lovely right uppercut. Maybe the best punch thrown so far, I thought that, by Jones, to go with his left hook right at the start.
Jones starting to get his punches off. This is what he's got to try and do. As Freitas tires, and Freitas has worked hard in the first 3 rounds. This is where Jones needs to start coming on and building up some points.
He actually fought, didn't he, Freitas, like a fighter who felt he needed to get it over early. He put so much into those first 3 rounds. This is good from Barry Jones. This is what he needs. Lateral movement. Not let Freitas get set. Can't stay on the ropes. Got to keep on his bike all the time. It's got to be a hit-and-run rate, hasn't it?
It does. Good jab from Jones. He's got to keep moving, but he's got to keep using that jab. Keep punching all the time.
This is a good round so far for Barry Jones. That could change in an instant, of course. Quarter of a minute left in the round. so far it's the first round in which he hasn't been on the floor. There's a good right hand. Still nice and light on his feet, but he's got to get off those ropes. He must get off those ropes. And he gets through the round without going down.
Pre-booked for Schools is back with the news of the world. Start collecting the tokens for your school now, helping to give our children a better start in life.
He prowls the streets. He works the underground.
3 murders, same mark.
He collects human bones. The Bone Collector.
Welcome back to Doncaster. It's a breathless kind of fight this. It's Ronnie Rush from Trinidad.